Hello beautiful people and welcome to my channel. My name is Itse and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my baby. For those who may not know, I have a small business that I launched February this year actually, and I'm about to launch a new collection which I will reveal all about later on in the video. But I just thought I'd come on here and talk a little bit about the stuff that I wish I knew before I started my business. So I'm going to give you guys about 5 things that I wish I knew before I started my business that would have probably helped me in this journey. Now, before I get started, please guys, please subscribe, like the video and leave a comment of what you want to see in the future. And also hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Okay. Now that we've got all that out of the way, let's get into it. Oh, before I forget, my beautiful personalized necklace is from Keone. I have a link down below in the description box with a little discount code as well. Check it out, guys. This necklace, I can't remember where I got it from. I don't have a code for that one, but this one I definitely do. Okay, so let's get into it. So I have a small business that I've had for a while. It's actually called Simply Itse. So again, keeping it very namesake, very simple. And when I first started it, there were a few things that really I wish I'd done my research, but I wish I had, focused on a lot. So the first thing that I wish I knew, and also I think anybody who's about to start a business needs to know, is that you will have too much stock. You will have, if you are having a product-based business, you will absolutely end up having way too much stock and unable to shift it. So I remember watching so many videos, so many reviews of people saying they had too much stock, they bought too much stuff, so they were like, do not buy too much, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm not going to make that mistake. No, I'm going to buy enough stock and I'm going to be able to sell it. But I think I was very optimistic in thinking that when I launched in February that everything was going to sell out and it was all going to, disappear. So I bought quite a bit of stock and it was too much. Actually, I still have leftovers of my previous collection, which of course is still available on the website, but it didn't sell as fast as I thought it would. Now, I don't know how to combat this because again, you never want to have too little stock and then people are waiting ages to receive something. So this is something that I think definitely you need to look at, calculate as much as you can in terms of, okay, how much do I think I'm going to sell? Be realistic. Don't try and be ambitious and think you're going to sell out and that you're going to be like one of those Instagram people where they show you pictures of them with like the floor littered with packages and they're like, thank you, sold out within the first day. That did not happen to me. It might happen to you, but for me, I definitely think you should definitely look at your stock, double check that you have the right amount of stock. Do not have too much, but if it happens, it happens. I just found that out the hard way, that I had too much stock. Second point in terms of what I wish I knew is basically going off on the first point is selling out overnight might not happen. You need to keep that in mind, that you may actually be selling and advertising, doing adverts on Facebook, doing adverts on Instagram, codes, doing all these things on social media, trying to reach out to influencers to like send out your stuff so they can wear it, gifting to people. And then actually you may not sell out. You may not even make a lot of money on your first sort of collection, first launch, whatever you want to call it. So I think it's worth noting that a lot of times we see these things online where people are like, yeah, I sold out, I made this much money within my first month, and all these things. And I personally think they paint an unrealistic picture. It wasn't my experience. It might be your experience that you may sell out, but for me, I didn't sell out within my first few days. I didn't make this huge amount of money that everybody online seems to project whenever they do a small business. So definitely be on the lookout for that, and don't be discouraged, to be honest, if you don't sell. Keep at it. You have to realize that there's a lot of small businesses out there, so you have to make yours stand out. And also, if you've built up a following, it's a lot easier to sell out than if you're just some brand new person nobody's ever heard of, and nobody's doesn't know about you, doesn't know about your products. They're less likely to buy, because I sometimes think that people are invested in the owners of the company, and that's when they'll buy. And also, if you have a really huge following, you're more likely to sell out because people will be like, wow, they're already invested in you, they already follow you, and they're more likely to buy. But definitely don't look at social media and think that within the first day you're going to be like shipping 10,000 packages. Wasn't my reality. Might be yours, but for me it wasn't. And it's just something that I think many people need to be aware of, because you definitely could be a little bit sad when things don't go the way that you thought they would because of the way it's projected on social media. But we all know social media isn't real life in in 100%. So just take it with a grain of salt. So the third thing, I actually wrote it down, is that you are gonna need money to start this business. So I was naive, because you see all these stuff about, oh, here's how you can start a business with only like £10, £100, or however much US dollars, or here you can start a business with zero capital. And I think I was naive in how much money I thought I was going to end up spending initially just to start my business. You know, buying the stock, setting up my website, getting the designs made, the time it took as well. Like, I was so naive, and I definitely think I wish I'd raised a bit more capital, because there were certain things that I wanted to do, but I was restricted with the amount of money that I had saved up to start the business. So definitely, if I had to start from scratch, I would have a large amount of capital to put towards my starting of my business. However, disclaimer here, do not like invest so much money when you start a business, because it might take you a while to get that money back. So you want to keep the capital investment in the beginning at a level that you're comfortable with, that, you know, serves your needs, serves what you need to do, but also not too small that you're basically not putting in the work that needs to be because of the capital. I don't know if that makes sense, but definitely for me, I wish I had more capital to start off with, because I definitely would have done some stuff slightly differently. You know, I had this idea of how I wanted to have so many products and do this and do that. And I think that's why it goes back to my first point about stock, is that I've put all my money into stock and maybe should have put it in other avenues of my business. So definitely just make sure you have the money when you start, because you just want to make sure you do it correctly. Moving on to the next point, I'll talk about comparison is the thief of joy. So when you start your business, you obviously will do research, right? Yeah. So you should do research in terms of, okay, what do you want your business to be? What's different, interesting? What designs do you want? How do you want to market your business? What's your niche? Sort of like a business plan. And when you do that, you're definitely going to look at other people's businesses. You're going to look at you're going to watch people's videos. You're going to check out people's social media in terms of like, how do they get where they got? What do they do? What is different? All that kind of stuff. But what I found for me is the more I did that, even after I started my business, I kept comparing myself. I was like, oh, but they did this. Oh, but they did this. Oh, so I should do this. I should copy them. I should, do it my way, but also do it. And what it did is it took away from me not actually being happy with what I was doing, me not appreciating the hard work that I was putting into my business. And it, in a way, made me a little bit sad, because I was like, I don't have the same, resources as them, and I can't get to level. Why don't I have the same resources? I want to be at their level, but I know I don't have the same resources. So I got mad at myself for not having those same resources. So definitely, I think you should use other businesses as a way of not a blueprint, but as a way of starting to give you ideas of what you want to do, how to market, all that kind of stuff. But do not look at them and be jealous and be like, oh, why am I not doing that? Oh, why, like you're limited. You have your limitations, and stay in your lane. I don't know if that's the best way to put it, but stay in your lane. Because absolutely, I think I look at other businesses now and I'm like, well done you. If you're a small business, love what you're doing, but this is my lane and I'm going to do it my way, and I'm going to figure out how to make more capital or more money in my way. I don't look at other businesses now and get really jealous. I actually applaud them, and I'm like, well done you for what you've done. And I'm like, and I sometimes, yes, look at it and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can replicate that in my business. But I'm like, you know what, if it's not going to work, if it doesn't fit into my ethos, into what I want to do, that's fine. I don't get all sad, I don't get deflated, I don't get depressed, whatever it may be. Like, I'm just like, it is what it is. So be careful when you're comparing yourself to other businesses, because you don't know how they started. You don't know what capital they had. You don't know what resources they had. You don't know the capabilities of the individuals who started the business. So comparing yourself to them is just never going to work, because you guys didn't start on the same footing. So there's no way you could be the same or even have the same resources as them. It's just something to be wary of. So the last thing that I wish I knew is that, which I've kind of touched on, is that it will never be perfect. So for me, when I started, I worked so hard in trying to make it this way, perfect, get my graphics, get my website, get my designs. I was speaking to suppliers, trying to get samples. I want it this way, you know, and I would take pictures and I wasn't happy, or product pictures and I wasn't happy. I would do this, and I just constantly was working on it, tweaking. And to be honest, it was great. It was perfect for me to launch, but I was so nitpicking everything that I didn't realize that the more I am, once I've launched my business, the more I'm doing it, the more I'm advertising, the more I'm, looking at more supplies, I can learn. Business is a journey. It's not like straight away you got it, it's perfect, and it just works. You learn, you make mistakes. It will never be perfect to the degree that you want it to be. And also, perfection is overrated, I feel. So now for me, I'm not saying that do it, half-assed and just do it, and then figure out later. No, put your all in it, but remember that idea that it needs to be perfect and that you will do it this way, it's okay. Do the best that you can, put it out there, and then keep working on it. Every time you launch a collection, every time, you learn a new skill, you learn something, whatever it may be, you'll update your website, you'll update your merch, you'll update your product, you'll update your graphics, whatever it is. But absolutely, you will learn as time goes on, and you will achieve that level of perfection that you maybe wanted at the beginning, but you didn't have the necessarily skills to do it. But for me, I'm not striving for perfection, because I'm not perfect as a person. And also, this business represents me. So I need to be realistic that it's a small business. I'm not on the same scale as like these big, brands. I'm not going to name any because they don't pay me to name them. But I'm not on the same level as this big brand. So for me, I had to remember that this is perfection, or this is as good as it's going to get with what I knew, with the skills that I had, with the resources that I had around me. But definitely, perfection is overrated. Don't chase for it. Do the best that you can, work hard, but chasing that perfection, you will just burn out. So yeah, that's all the sort of the 5 items that I was going to mention, or 5 things that I wish I knew before I started my business. Again, there's probably more. I could do another video on this. A lot of people as well on YouTube have done so many videos about this. But again, a lot of these things, you could watch it, but till you actually doing your business, it then clicks and it makes sense in your head. You could watch it and be like, oh yeah, I see it. But then when you're doing it, you make the same mistakes. Like I did. I bought too much stock in the beginning. And I definitely compared myself, and I definitely was striving for perfection. All these things that really a lot of people like just don't do or don't focus so much on, and I did them. So I hope those were helpful. So now I'm so excited to launch my new collection. So guys, introducing to you the Zodiac collection. Cue the advert. Excited to launch the Zodiac collection. This means a lot to me. I've been working behind the scenes, just trying to make it perfect, not perfect, just trying to make it great, just making sure that my vision comes out. So I'm excited to be launching. So when this video goes live, it is live. Like, go check it out. The link to the website will be down below. So with this collection, I'm offering something different from the last collection. So previously I had t-shirts, now I've added sweatshirts and I've added hoodies. So with the Zodiac collection, what you can find on my website is T-shirts. So we have t-shirts in black and white. So you will have the zodiac sign of your choice on here. So you can have like all 12, whatever you want to have will be on here. So you've got white in the t-shirts and you've got black. I love the black. Oh, but that's because black is my color. I love the black, but the black will have the white zodiac collection. It's on the left hand side, just sort of, on the left hand side. Love it. So I wear a medium in this collection only because I like it slightly oversized. So after the t-shirts, we have the sweatshirts. So this is one of them. It comes in gray and black. Again, my favorite color. So the sweatshirts are, I would say, if you want an oversized fit, size up. So I'm wearing a medium, which is good. But if I really wanted oversized, I'd go for a large. But yeah, I'm so excited. So these are the sweatshirts. So those are beautiful. So moving on, apart also from the sweatshirts, we have hoodies. So excited. We have them in blue. Look at that, guys, with the pockets at the front. We've got a nice little hoodie, drawstring. Oh, just doesn't that look pretty? Just look at that with the white. Love, love, love this. And again, you can have whatever sign or whatever zodiac you want on here. We can get that made for you. Absolutely. And it will just be beautiful. Just, it's not too in your face. It's just very simple and just perfection. Just love it. In the hoodies, we have in blue and also in purple. Love, love, love. Makes me so happy. They look gorgeous. These I have are a medium, but like I say, I think with the sweatshirts and hoodies, definitely I would size up to get that oversized look. But I'm so happy with how they turned out. Check out my personal Instagram, simply_itsy, for pictures of me wearing them. And also check out Shop Simply Itsy, where that's my business page, where I'll have a bit more pictures on there as well. But guys, please go support. I'm so excited to be launching. I feel like from the last collection, I've learned a lot. And this one definitely, I've had a bit more color. I just learned so much and I'm so excited to be launching. So guys, Zodiac collection is live. Go on my website, www.simplyitsy.com, to go shop. I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm so excited. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what else to say. But thank you those who supported me so far. Go please check out my website, check out my Instagram, simply_itsy, shop Simply Itsy, to see pictures of me wearing the items. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let me know which one's your favorite in the comments down below. Do you like the sweatshirts? Do you like the hoodies? Do you like the t-shirts? Yeah, what color do you like? Please let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in another video. Thank you, guys.